All right, so as I speak to you now, E-Money is currently in detention at the EFCC. As I speak to you now, I know say EFCC go to wonder how I take find out, but like I said, I got eyes everywhere. Do you understand? I get informants for everywhere. So allegedly, yesterday, about 50 men.
So the story that I have today is all about this young guy called Very Dark Man. A lot of people have said, don't use your platform to agitate for his own release because this young man does not talk about Biafra. But I will tell all of you one thing. In Nigeria, you cannot speak about Biafra openly. No matter who you are, they are going to terminate your life. So if you want to run away from the issue of Biafra, you cannot speak it openly. How many of you have been able, all these people saying, oh, he does not talk about Biafra. How many of you in Nigeria have used your platform in the open place to say, talk about Biafra? How many of you have actually put your picture in Nigeria to talk about Biafra? You must be targeted, you must be hunted, and you must die. And guess what? Once they lay their hands on you, majority of the people will always walk away. They will say, Obasaham, Simon Ebano in detention. Majority of you people are not now doing Obohum, it doesn't concern me. In detention. Majority of you people are the ones it is the same you people that are killing your own brothers. And you want Very Dark Man, oh, come and talk about Biafra. I think that mostly at times, something is wrong with some of our people, the way they reason. Not everyone that talks about Biafra that does it in the open. I'm telling you, and not everyone feels comfortable in Nigeria. But I am here to bring to you the reason why they arrested Very Dark Man. It might be connected to Biafra or Igbo affairs, but don't mind me, it's connected to Igbo affairs. So the reason why they arrested Very Dark Man is because of this very video.
All right, so as I speak to you now, E-Money is currently in detention at the EFCC. As I speak to you now, I know say EFCC go to wonder how I take find out, but like I said, I got eyes everywhere. Do you understand? I get informants for everywhere. So allegedly, yesterday, about 50 men stormed E-Money's house, and that was how they arrested him. Now, why did they arrest him? Because of this video. Now, as you can see in this video, E-Money they spray flavor pounds for Obi Kubana birthday. EFCC carry him not because he spray money, because according to them, as in they spray pounds, in leg can't touch naira. In leg they on top naira. That's why they arrested him. They say it is naira mutilation. Say in leg touch naira. So person won't go spray pounds. He go they look ground before he go spraying pounds. For a party where crowd they making the look ground. Meanwhile now, Okoya Pikin, Yoruba man Pikin, Okoya Pikin, he do naira mutilation where even the first PRO talk. Say this is naira mutilation. They can't arrest the policeman where they did. They invite Okoya Pikin, nothing was done. Now so that case don't go. But now you go E-Money house, go pick E-Money. Say leg mistakenly touch naira. That's why you picked him up for naira mutilation. But Okoya Pikin, you no touch him. I'm beginning to believe this story that you people are against the Igbos in this Lagos. I don't believe I'm slow. There's a conspiracy against the Igbos. And you know the craziest part? According to my investigation, that EFCC commander where they for a lorry, now they don't carry come Lagos now. That one where we say they involved for that EZT, this thing, where they take carry EZT from Lagos, go Ilorin, go lock out for over 8 days for Mesichin Wokis. Now in don't they now. So maybe as they don't do money now, they'll say, hey, that one too na Igbo, but na lie. I see a tribal game going on. Okoya Pikin do. They say no, up to now. But now don't go carry Igbo man. The other day, when I carry Isoko man, Terry Apala, funeral mutilation, but Okoya Pikin, they never still touch am up till now. So you see how corrupt EFCC are. And I keep saying this till I know the year. But I don't blame them. They can do this because a lot of Nigerians are also in support. You remember Okoya children time? At the talk and they say, very that one, you don't know be Okoya, then they get Nigeria. In fact, they borrow to una empower that character. Una empower, now they don't go carry another person. Of course, Imoni never borrowed Tinubu money before now. But you see, slowly, you go touch all of now. As soon as no one talk. Now, I'm not a fan of Imoni. I don't even like him at all. I don't like his lifestyle. I don't even want to know him. But, Mona release Imoni. If you people cannot take Okoya's children to court, why are you harassing everybody, bro? Why? Why? Is the law different? Why? And Imoni, who you don't offend, because this one be like setup. Who you don't offend, you better go and check. But release Imoni. Release him. If you cannot hold Okoya's children, you have no right to hold any Nigerian anywhere. You have no right. Let Imoni go. Let Imoni go. Let Imoni go. Now again to celebrities. They are purposely targeting a lot of you. Purpose is deliberate. So that they will not show Nigerians that they are working. They are not working. These people are very corrupt. EFCC are the most corrupt people. Like I said, 70% of them are corrupt. When they are ready to let me prove it, I'll prove it to them. They should come and say, be a very dark man defame EFCC. Let's go to court. Let us go. I will prove it that 90% of you are corrupt. Release the money. And celebrities be watchful. As when they go, when I'm not going to spray money. If they don't pass them as law, no problem. I'm not going to tell you to break the laws. There's never mutilation laws, no problem. But the pattern at which you are using a pattern to follow it. And celebrities are the target. Economic and Financial Crime Commission. When I don't follow politicians, governor thief money, they don't leave them. Okowa now own, still there. Nobody they talk. You don't join APC now. Not his talk. You don't go carry money. Tomorrow now, who you go carry? Tomorrow now, you go carry. Let us spray Ramona touch me. Corrupt people. Thieves. Thieves. Now na be. Release the money. Release the money. Release the money. Tribal bigots. The Oga said for EFCC said, na even Yoruba Joy said. Release the money. Else you're going to learn, and you will learn the hard way. Injustice for one is injustice for all. Peace.
So, this very video did not sit well with a lot of people because he actually emphasized that Igbos are being the target. The first person Igbo, second person Igbo, third person Igbo. Even when he did this very video, a lot of people, a lot of Yoruba people started bashing on him. A lot of Yoruba political class started bashing on him that he have turned the movement into tribalism. But the young man is not giving up at all. He said, yes, there is ethnic agenda against the Igbo people. And who is he fighting for? He is fighting for you. He is fighting for me. Not really that you must come out and jump up Biafra, Biafra before you know that people are fighting for you. Everyone will do in his own capacity. Like I tell you, Nnamen is doing his own. Igbo unification. Everyone is doing his own. Very dark man is fighting in his own capacity. Not everyone will jump up Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. But let me tell you, humanity calls first. Very dark man crossed the red line. Because in Nigeria, you can do whatever you want to do, but do not cross that red line. What is the red line? Saduana of Sokoto, if I'm not mistaken, said one thing. How to impoverish the Igbos, how to fight against the Igbos, how to dip Quran in the Atlantic Ocean, which is the thing that is going on in Nigeria now. Dipping the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, all the agenda in Nigeria is to fight against the Igbo man, impoverish the Igbo man. Do not agitate for Igbo man, which very dark man suddenly pop up to talk for Igbo man. So that is where he crossed the red line. He said there is ethnic agenda to malign the Igbos. First, be love. was arrested by EFCC, and the countless of the Igbo guys that have been arrested for EFCC. Then the last one that broke the camel's back, that made the young man to shout, there is ethnic agenda against the Igbos, is e-money. Let us go there, please. So we are welcome back. E-money is the one that breaks the camel back. But the young man made some revelation that the person that they are going for is Obi Kubana. So many of you will say, oh, are these people fighting for Biafra? Not everyone will come openly and fight for Biafra. I don't know if they are fighting, and I don't know if they are not fighting. But I will tell you, not everyone in the capacity will come out to fight for Biafra. And I will tell you people one thing. There were a lot of people who reached out to me those days. So many of them, multi-billionaires, people that own estates. Yes, to me, Emmanuel Remedios, they said, according to them, when I was preaching, that he taught them that they really want to engage in this Biafra agitation, but they don't want to do it where tomorrow people will catch them and Nigeria will come and arrest them. But if they can get linked to Mazi Simon Ekpa, they will do and liaise with them, which I directed them how to get linked to Mazi Simon Ekpa and make their donations. I don't know if because me, your billionaire is for your pocket, your poor man is for your pocket, I rate everyone reaching out to me the same. So I don't know how they are. I don't want to monitor their access if they reach out to Mazi Simon Ekpa or not. But they told me good, no problem, that they have done it. I don't know how they did it, and I don't want to investigate. The reason why they reached out to me was because they found me very, very worthy not to cast them. Are you getting it? So, not everyone that will come openly and say, oh, we want Biafra because of the political scenario. You that is looking for somebody that will come openly to say Biafra, have you gone to police station and said Biafra? Go to police station or army barrack and say we want Biafra, because it's something similar to what you are telling them, the political class, to do. The people using police escort, using military escort, they will come and openly and tell you, oh, we are fighting for Biafra. They can't do that. Even if they are fighting for Biafra, it is between them and their chief. So let us move direct. So the reason why they arrested Very Dark Man, like I said, is because of the video that you see. Injustice against an Igbo man. There is ethnic cleansing against an Igbo man. If you look in Lagos, Igbo businesses are being bombed. So they don't want anyone to bring that in the public. But Very Dark Man have crossed that red line. That is the reason for the arrest. To suppress him, you must never talk further. If you doubt me, there is no reason EFCC would make an arrest. They are not law enforcement agency. EFCC is known for naira, mutilation, embezzlement of currency. There is nothing linking EFCC to enforcing any other law. Even if they said it's cyber stalking, it's not EFCC business. Cyber stalking is police affair, not EFCC affair. The EFCC will actually go and report to police, and police will make the arrest. But the reason why EFCC came is because they want to use what he said about the Igbos to suppress him. That there is ethnic agenda, that there is agenda against the Igbos. And what is he saying? Very Dark Man started by saying Olukoya's children. All of us know we are in this very country. Olukoya's children committed what they committed. Till today, the same thing that made them to arrest B-Lord, the same thing that made them to arrest any other person. Till today, Till today, Olukoya's children were not arrested. So people cited to him, what about what is the name of this nke a na-akpọ ntu? People cited to him Bobrisky. People cited to him, what about Bobrisky? And he said, Bobrisky were never arrested. And he was true. I mean, Bobrisky did not go to jail. And it was true. First of all, they made it to look like they were strict on Bobrisky. Not knowing that the EFCC, the police, the presidency was now doing the Bobrisky. Now doing the young boy, Ochiohu. They were now doing nduri. Ịnwe egwu a nwoke m akụrụ mgbe a ka ezi odugeje adụba nkuri esenke nkuri odumeje agaba odumeje mmọnwụ so they were na-akụri Bobrisky nkuri Bobby nkuri Bobby nduri na-adụriribe. So they first of all made it to look like they were strict on Bobrisky. They said they sentenced Bobrisky to jail without fine. Yet, Bobrisky did not go to jail. Who were the people involved? Son in Nigeria. A son was fingered to be involved. And the father of a musician. Hana Adolive Bobrisky. Little wonder in Nigeria there is prison sentence for those of them that don't know him. There is prison sentence 14 years. Yet Bobrisky is well known Onenduri, yet going around in Nigeria and was never arrested. Ask yourself why. I am Emmanuel Orem. So let us go to Very Dark Man case. Very Dark Man have said whatever he have said in the time past, talked about many things in the time past, yet they overlooked him. The one that break the camel back is speaking for the Igbo. If you know, in Lagos, they burn popular markets belonging to the Igbos. Shopping malls belonging to the Igbos have been set ablaze, have been looted. The ones they couldn't set ablaze due to what? It was very close to Yoruba business. If they set them ablaze, all the Yoruba business will go ablaze. They rope them in. For example, Ebano, there is one popular shopping mall in Lagos around Festac, which is very close to Yoruba business. They couldn't set that place ablaze. So do you know what they did? They swooped in that place and lied to everyone that there is expired product that they are selling. So, each time they go to expired product in Nigeria, it belongs to an Igbo man. Welcome to Nigeria, where everything happened. Most of my life, I spent it in Mushi, Lagos, and I know a lot. Yeah, most of my life, I spent it in Mushi, Lagos, and I know a lot. When you talk about 419, and when you talk about those doing illicit business, it couldn't have been Igbo. It is the Yorubas. I know a lot. Name it in anything. But surprise, surprise, in the media, each time there is a fake product or a counterfeit, it must be linked to an Igbo man. It is called image damaging. They just want to damage the Igbo man image. They just want to spoil your image, because allowing you to have an image means that you will excel anywhere outside Nigeria. Spoiling your image and denting your image means that everyone will avoid you, whereas in Nigeria. So what can we say? What can we call this? The truth remains that those of you, the Igbos, who are saying very dark man issue does not concern you. Actually, very dark man was arrested because of you. So you must deal with it. Very dark man was arrested because of you. I have seen too many people that have said, oh, this man have never talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are joking. You don't follow him. Though I don't love him. If you see, most of the times I have spoken about him. And I do not hate him also. I do not love him and I do not hate him. One thing with me is that I do not follow somebody sheepishly. Anything that you say that is bad, I must come out to criticize it. So my name is Emmanuel Oremijus, leading you to your own destination. Let us go, please. Sincerely speaking, if I must be sincere with you, and if I must be correct with you, Nigeria never loved an Igbo man. So all those one of you, because I have seen one useless, only one Obekeri, Adeofekeri, and Pastor Kezie, the tout of APC. He is very happy, jumping up and down, speaking ills against that young man. Why? Because anybody who speaks against Tinubu is very annoying. But I want to let all of you know, you see most of you people that is adding the Fulani Janjaweed to your early grave. You do not know anything. You don't know anything. An injustice to one is an injustice to all. And very dark man was not arrested because of himself. He was arrested because he has stepped into the ethnic agenda of the Yorubas, ethnic agenda of the Fulanis, and most especially, not really the Yorubas that are driving this ethnic agenda, but the Fulani, using some gullible Yoruba people to do their agenda. And some Igbo people are applauding to it because maybe somehow today they were accepted or they are being accepted. You know, in the time past, in the olden days, just like the Negro days, when a slave in the house sees a field slave, he feels very important. He lifts his shoulder so high. Oh, look at this Negro. But he had forgotten that he too is Negro. Just that you're a house slave doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change the fact that you and the field slave are the same. Let me break it down. The APC political slaves, the people that cannot even elect an Igbo man to lead them, in time either they support Yoruba or they support Fulani, does not know that they are slaves. Whether you're a Yoruba or if, okay, let me be specific. All the Igbos doing APC this, all of you are Negroes, slaves. How do you know that you are slaves? Inside that APC, any day that an Igbo man wants to lead that APC, it will scatter. Any day that the Igbo man wants to become president from that APC, it will scatter. That makes you a slave. And that is the reason why we are not pursuing for Biafra because of any president or not president, because presidency is something that has to do with 4 years, 8 years. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was very, very lucky that he stayed 6 years. If not, he could have ended up 4 years to an Igbo man. But since the advance of political democracy, this flag lie democracy that they gave you in Nigeria, have you seen anybody who ruled for 4 years? If not Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, show me another person. when you are an Igbo man, your own case is different. Those APC political touts are jumping up and down. Oh, bring him, buy him, do this and do that. But remember, this young man is speaking up for you. And it is in your hand to protect him. Or you bend him to become like others. And when he becomes like others, it is the same you that you say, oh, I told you people, look at him, he did not come for freedom, but you betrayed him. Instead of him to carry on, he has to bend. What am I telling you people? The real reason he was arrested is because he reviewed Obi Kubana incident. That the person that EFCC is targeting is no other person, not even E-Money, but Obi Kubana. He said if EFCC arrests people, they will ask him, are you linked with Obi Kubana? Have you done any business with Obi Kubana? All these things he come outside to put at the public. Who is Obi Kubana? An Igbo man. Too many of them will say, oh, because this Biafra thing, a lot of people are not getting the game. Oh, have Obi Kubana joined Biafra? Not everyone that will join Biafra. In anything that you are doing, do your own, play your role. There are people playing the role of Igbo unification. It's not necessarily that they must join Biafra this thing, but anything that will better our race is a welcome development. A lot of people will say, oh, have Obi Kubana joined Biafra? Have you supported Biafra? That you are supporting Biafra. Can you see any politician or anybody in Nigeria to come out and say, oh, I am a Biafra? Immediately, they will seize your business. So even you that is looking for somebody that will support Biafra, have you gone to police station or army barrack and said, I am supporting Biafra? If you have not done it, shut up. Don't use, should I say, idiocy to condemn your own race. When you see your own people suffering, I want to tell you people one thing. To make a race great, you must protect your own people, anywhere that they are. Do not allow a stranger to correct your brother. Bring that to your brother at home. At home. Once you get home, flog that your brother, that will die. But giving your brother to a stranger, a total stranger, is no go area. And it is a way of sabotaging your own brother. I leave you with your own thoughts. But at the end, this very freedom will come. Let us go. My name again still remains Oremi Jews.